Welcome to the Red Light Therapy Podcast, brought to you by Platinum LED Therapy Lights, the pioneers who spent 15 years building the world's most powerful red light technology. In each episode, we show you how to use that power to heal your body, save time with shorter sessions, and get the professional-grade results you deserve. This is the science of the light, simplified for you. And now, your host, Mike Volkin.
Welcome, everybody, to another Red Light Therapy Podcast. I am your host, Mike Volkin. Today, our co-host again is Dr. Alan Inman. He is a longevity and sports performance specialist from West Texas. Welcome to the show, Dr. Allen. Great to have you again.
How's it going, everyone? Hope everyone's having a blessed day. We're going to be talking about some really interesting subject here that has to do with red light therapy that everybody's going to want to hear.
As always, our last show was a hit. Our last episode. Dr. Inman, for those of you who don't know, has 2 clinics in Costa Rica and is a medical director of a stem cell therapy clinic, which I am also a customer of, a proud customer. And as a red light therapy expert, he will be sharing his wisdom so you can make the most out of your red light therapy devices. As always, each episode is designed to be 15 minutes or less. Perfect for that red light therapy session. You can listen while you do your red light therapy. And today, we're going to be discussing sleep hacks without using supplements. So, are you ready to share how to do some very good quality sleep without using any supplements at all, Dr. Allen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so by the way, for all you listeners out there, if you want to ask a question, just go to redlighttherapypodcast.com, submit your question to us, and we will answer it in a future episode. So today, the ultimate sleep hack, deep rest without supplements. Question number 1, why does red light help me fall asleep faster than blue light? As you know, platinum therapy lights has blue and red. So why does red light help me fall asleep faster than blue?
So blue light, what it's going to stimulate for the brain is that it's daytime. And what it's going to do is it's going to suppress melatonin and it's going to maintain alertness. And also it's going to be linked with what is wakefulness and cortisol. When we look at red light and infrared light therapy, does the complete opposite. And it's not going to have this disruptive effect on the circadian rhythm biologically. What it's going to do is it's going to help us move into a parasympathetic mode. What is this? Our rest and digest mode. While the sympathetic can be this alertness, and we don't want to be that way. We want to be more relaxed. So when people use red light or infrared light, they feel calmer, sleepier, and they're, more mentally quieter after exposure. We need to take in effect that not all LED lights are the same. So the issue comes down to the technology, and we need to know that we're looking for the appropriate wavelength, which is so very important that a lot of people aren't taking into account. So if we look at red light therapy, 630 to 680. And when we're looking at near infrared, it's 810 to 860. And if we're looking at blue light, 430 to 490. So all of this is important for us. So if we're looking at, screens or TV and we've got that blue light in there, it's going to wake us up. So we need to stay away from these lights during that phase of sleep.
That's a big one. I know a lot of people like to watch TV, binge a little Netflix before bed. That doesn't help with the sleep. How do I use sleep mode to wind down my brain at night?
So what we're going to do is like 30 minutes to an hour before we go to bed, we can use this mode and where it will help us to get more relaxed. So we're going to do about 10 to 20 minutes of this mode. And what we'll feel is it's going to take us to this rest or digest mode, which is our parasympathetic, and calm us. And so it'll be easier for us to fall asleep, especially people who are really stressed. So this is a great way to be able to help people get that rest.
Okay, excellent. What about, I have a 6-year-old kid. What about for kids? Can I use this for my kids to help them get better rest?
Yes, you can. And what we're going to find is mitochondria in children, mitochondria in adults. There's still mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell. And what we're going to do is start getting all this state of the body into relaxation mode. It is great for children, and it's something that can be done in the same routine in family all together before bed without having to use supplements.
Okay. Is it the same timing as in adults, like red light therapy, like 10 minutes on each side, or is it shorter
Yes.
for kids?
No,
Yeah.
it would be the same.
Okay, interesting. Does it help with staying asleep or just getting to sleep or falling asleep?
Okay. So some individuals will find it's better for them, previous to sleep, because of the fact that a lot of people have problems falling to sleep because they're in stress mode. So they've had a rough day and all of a sudden this calms them down. So they're like, wow, I fell asleep better. And in other cases, it's been found that it helps people to stay asleep during the night without having segmented sleep, which means, not going to have those interruptions. So it is important for us to always know that this type of lighting is completely different than when we talk about blue light. So it is something that will help us.
Okay, so the blue light and the platinum lights, for example, that should be turned off if we're doing like a sleep mode or right before bed type of thing, right?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Okay, so should I use the light right before bed or an hour before? What's the timing there?
Like I said, 30 minutes to an hour, and people can even push it even an hour and a half before. And so it can become part of the routine before bed if they're seeing that it's going to help wind them down and help them get into this rest and digest mode. What they do need to do is always have also protocol to be able to stay away from the cell phones and from what is the TVs. What they should do is try to get a book after they, get this red light, because it's going to help them to fall asleep. And I know that everyone has grabbed a book at some point before bed, and it doesn't take 5-10 minutes, and or you fell asleep, or your head is dozing off and you can't keep up with the book.
That's right. Okay. So as you know, I have a fiance, travels a lot. I also have a friend who works on shift work. So sometimes third shift, starts at midnight, his work. So can red light help with like jet lag or shift work? Because they're always trying to adjust their timing to stay awake.
It can help support the circadian rhythm, but it's not a magic cure for jet lag or overnight shifts, because we need to know that what happens is the daylight that we always are receiving, and then the nighttime is going to help, keep this circadian rhythm. And so by having these changes, so abruptly, it's not helpful. So when we talk about jet lag and you're going into an area and where the timing to go to sleep has changed so much, especially in the cases of us who live in the Americas and we go to Europe or, to Africa, what's going to happen is it's going to alter our sleep. And that's why you feel that jet lag until you have a readjustment of like the melatonin and the cortisol levels so that you can, be in alertness during the day, wakefulness during the day, and then we can be in rest mode during the night. So it will help reduce that wired and tired feeling, but it's, like I said, not a miracle cure.
Yeah, it won't completely eliminate it. That makes sense for sure. So I guess there's a lot of talk around sleep and melatonin. The last question I have for you for this session is, does the light increase our natural melatonin production? Does that have anything to do with the melatonin in our system?
The evidence suggests that what it's going to do at the end of the day is it's going to be less suppressive to melatonin than blue light, which will suppress melatonin. So we can't really say that it's going to increase melatonin production, but at least it won't have a negative effect, which is what we're trying to look for at the end of the day anyways.
Okay. At the end of the day, all this stuff we talk about with health and red light therapy, any physician, any competent one will tell you that sleep is probably the most important aspect of health, right? So thank you, Dr. Allen, for that awesome information. And we're going to look forward to having you on a future episode really soon. For everyone who is listening, go to redlighttherapypodcast.com or anywhere you're listening to this podcast, Spotify, be sure to subscribe. Thank you again, Dr. Allen.
Thank you. You guys have a blessed day.
Thank you for joining us on the Red Light Therapy Podcast. While others imitate, Platinum innovates. For over 15 years, Platinum Therapy Lights remains the pioneers and global leader in the red light therapy industry. Access the same technology trusted by medical professionals, researchers, and peak performers worldwide. Now, it is your turn to experience the Platinum LED difference. Visit PlatinumTherapyLights.com to secure your professional-grade results today.